Shout out to everybody. I want to talk to y'all real quick. Shout out. Your boy is back. I do want to say this, though. Little bit of drama going on here. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. So, what do y'all think about in these battle rap streets? What y'all thinking about? Oh, Lord. So I seen Mickey FACTZ blog. Oh God. Y'all been asking him to drop a blog. Y'all been asking Mickey FACTZ, where the evidence at? Mickey, where the evidence? You talking crazy, Mickey? Where the evidence? I heard that Spaces, Mickey. Where the evidence at? Y'all been talking Mickey up. Shout out to Mickey FACTZ. Mickey hit that Bacardi, went in that space, and was wilding on Verb. Shout out to Mickey FACTZ. One thing I do want to say, y'all are not going to like this blog. Or live, whatever you want to call it. It's not pre-recorded. What is this, a live? I do want to say a couple of things. Man, this is crazy. As Verb off of Mount Rushmore. I'm asking the chat, what do y'all think after the Mickey Pac blog, the Plague 10? Shout out to Mickey FACTZ. Let me turn this off. This is what I want to say, right? Try not to keep y'all for a long time. I watched the blog. All right. It's kind of took a while, Mickey, for you to get to the point. You know, I rock with you. I ain't got no problem with you. I watched the blog and he gets to the point to where Danger Zone, I guess he's sending him like a video like message, right? And they're all like in like I guess it's like a brotherhood or whatever, you know, off of there. But he sends him some voice messages and Mickey FACTZ does say, you know what I mean? Like he put this out. You know, I guess Danger Zone told him all of this stuff, like, in confidence. You know what I mean? Like, so it wasn't really supposed to come out. So I guess when he was, like, mad at Verb, it just, came out and he said, like, yo, people writing for you, whatever. That's probably why we haven't heard anything from Danger Zone. You know what I mean? So, and then Mickey FACTZ, I guess he asked Danger Zone, after it's already, he talking about it. He asked Danger Zone and Danger Zone kind of ignored him. So, and Mickey FACTZ kind of apologized about offending the brotherhood, all of that, of what they got going on, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mickey FACTZ. But he shows a video, and it's got Danger Zone talking to him, and he was basically like, yo, I'm talking to Verb, and, we kind of talking about the battle he got coming up with Geechee, I think it was. Was it the Geechee battle? I think it was the Geechee battle. Like, he's talking about that, and he's saying, like, yo, you know what? And I guess it comes up because, EFB, they got people, you know what I mean, that maybe they like trade ideas with each other and stuff like that. And so it came up to, somehow like Verb can pay Danger Zone for some material. God. Or Charlie Clips or something. I don't know. But pay Verb for some, or Verb can pay for some material. And Verb is saying like, kind of like we can make this a job. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that, man? So I don't know. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird that got out when they kind of cool, and that was in confidence and it got out. Mickey got mad. He put it out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mickey FACTZ. I ain't got no problem. Don't come at me. Come at me, Mickey. So I don't know. So I heard that part, right? But then Danger Zone is saying things like, yo, I didn't write like this whole round for him. Like I gave him like, because he's going up against his person or whatever. So, I gave him like some bars and some like schemes, you know what I'm saying? And he can kind of like build around it. I don't know. What y'all think about it? Do I think that happened? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Do I think it happened? Yes. But this is the part y'all are not going to like. Oh my God, they're about to be mad at me. Right? So he says all of that. And then it gets to a part where Mickey FACTZ is kind of showing Verb rapping, and then he's showing the bars that I guess Danger Zone had sent Verb, and Mickey FACTZ is trying to like line it up, right? Like Verb, like he might come across a line, You know what I mean? To where it's like maybe a couple words like within the line, but it's not like the full line. It's just like a couple words. You know what I mean? And then the whole scheme and the concept is like different. You know what I mean? So I'm watching it and I'm just like, wait, I thought this was like a smoking gun to get Verb out of here. And I'm waiting. I'm like, oh, Verb is done. I'm waiting. Right? So I don't know. And I watched it. I'm just like, this isn't really all the way lining up to me. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just me, my personal opinion. But then it's like, I guess the Calico battle, like you try to reach out to Danger Zone about the Calico battle. Danger Zone's kind of ignoring them. I guess Verb ain't paying them enough. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. But then like when he gets to that point, he's showing like Verb rapping and all that. It's kind of like he goes back to the original material. And he's like, you know, there was like a line that he used. You know what I mean? But like the context was completely different. You know, and it's like, oh no, man. It didn't hit for me. Like it didn't. I know everybody hates Verb. I know. I'm not trying to say Verb. It didn't hit for me. I'm like watching it like, cause you know, like a lot of battlers, right? You remember the Caffeine? They had a lot of rehearsing. You know, like that was like super crazy. Like people rehearsing and all of that. Like that was crazy. And you have like the whole Miss Hustle, the Danny Meyer situation, like all of that. You know what I'm saying? Not to bring her into it. Don't get mad at me, Miss Hustle. All of that, you know what I mean? All the interviews and, you know, battlers talking about, yeah, we bounce out ideas off of each other. You know what I mean? We come up with different concepts, but we might hear this, we might. So I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I know y'all want to bury Verb. I'm trying to look for something. I'm like, it's Verb off of Mount Rushmore. And I don't know, because it's like what Verb did, it kind of sounds like what EFB or Writer's Block did. They kind of, you know what I mean? Somebody gives you ideas and you kind of like write around it. So I don't, if the concept and everything would have been like similar, you know what I mean? Or if the lines like line for line, bar for bar, this is what it is. Because when I listen to Mickey FACTZ Spaces, it makes it sound like Verb's verses are being written for him. You know what I mean? So I don't know. What do y'all think about this? I don't, I have no dog in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Was this Hiroshima? Let me know. Was it Hiroshima? Let me know in the comment section. I don't know, man. Because it's like, for that, the thing I don't respect about it, right? About Verb doing this, is like you paid this guy. You know what I mean? You paid this guy to get material. Whether or not you used all of it or not, or whether or not you used a little bit of it or whatever, you still paid for him to get, you know what I mean, some ideas or whatever to write you bars and create a job out of it and all of that. It's like, you are Mount Rushmore. You are not supposed to do that. Verb, you're not supposed to. Verb! You're not supposed to do that. You know what I mean? So it's like that part is crazy. It is. It's crazy. But then I start thinking, right? Y'all not gonna like this. I'm telling y'all. Y'all not gonna like this. Y'all mad at Verb because he paid somebody and they sent him some ideas. You know what I mean? And he was like, he didn't use like everything that they sent, the concept that was sent, the scheme that was sent. He might have used like a word or two, which is bad, Verb. It's bad. It's terrible. And I don't want to do this. Lux is saying Surf is out here trying to write a whole battle with him. Hello? John's in the battle saying Surf is trying to write a whole battle with him. Adi Boom just kept like saying that he's writing for Surf. You know what I mean? Like the Hitman, and this will have to diss Hitman, but I just seen Angry Fan talk about it. The Hitman and Surf battle, the rebuttal, like people are the Rum Nitty and Sue Surf, you know, the rebuttal people are kind of so it's like, I don't know. What do y'all? I don't know. It just wasn't a smoking gun for me. It wasn't. You know what I mean? It was just Verb did something real dumb. Like he should not have paid Danger Zone to send him nothing. But when I'm looking, bro, I watched this video mad times. You know what I mean? Trying to figure out, I'm like, and I'm thinking about like editing up a video and like show, but it's like, it's URL's footage, it's caffeine URL. So I can't really use that. They don't like me. They would flag it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to deal with hitting Quarter Lab up and none of that, right? So I don't know. I was looking at it and I'm just, I think it's bad. You know, you should not be like a gold or, you know, like a Mount Rushmore and you need assistance in any type of way at all. You know what I mean? Nobody should need assistance. This is supposed to be like the purest form of hip hop. But then when you think about writer's block and you think about EFB and they all trading ideas or whatever, like, so I don't know. I talked to a very prominent battle rapper about this. Don't even like Verb, one of them. And I was just like, yo, what do you think about this? Like, how do you, like, have you ever heard of anything like this? It's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The only thing is he paid, you know what I mean? But it's like he didn't really use like what was sent, but he still paid. You know what I'm saying? He used a piece of something. You know what I mean? Like a line, like a piece of a line. You know what I mean? Like, but the concept, everything was structured different. And, you know, so I don't, there's somebody that don't even like a Verb. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I told y'all not gonna like this. We got somebody with a shout out to Tell. He's got the super chat. He said, whatever Verb got coming, they are trying to stop it. I don't know, man. Verb, you got a lot of enemies. Cause it's like I'm watching people talk about it, and it's like people they not even like paying attention to the video. They just like Mickey drop something. It's over, Verb. Verb, it is over. I love it. It's crazy drama. I love it. But like, if I'm being real, y'all not gonna like this, bro. You're not. You know what I mean? I think he did what other people do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's right. I think he did what other people do, and I don't think what he did was as bad as what some people do that y'all love. You know what I'm saying? And adore. Like, I don't think what he did was that bad. Like, I mean, it's bad, but it wasn't as bad as like other people. So I don't know. I'm perplexed with this. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Go crazy. Rage bait. I don't know. But like if he's getting out of battle rap over this, I mean, if people are in groups and they're giving each other bars, the EFB, sorry, I don't mean to mention y'all, EFB writer's block, you know what I'm saying? Somebody sparring with somebody and they like, yo, like this line is crazy. Yeah, like, yo, this line. But it's like, yo, I got a whole structure of how I would say that line and all. Like, that's kind of how it seemed to me. It's not like it's just a verbatim thing like it was kind of painted out to be. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I'm kind of indecisive about that right now. Y'all might get mad at me. It's fine. I don't think that was a smoking gun. And then like when Danger Zone is talking and he's saying like, yo, like, but I didn't write like the whole verse for him. I just gave him like some, you know, some ideas or whatever. And he wrote like, you know, some concepts or whatever. And then Mickey FACTZ is like, see. And I'm watching Mickey FACTZ go off. Shout out to Mickey Pac. Mickey was going crazy. So I don't know, man. Like, I mean, if y'all want Verb out, Surf gotta go. He's got to go. And y'all ain't about to, when he gets, soon as I think he's out. You know what I'm saying? He might not be. I think he's out. He might not be yet. When he gets out, y'all gonna glizzy ride. And he's got allegations, the Adi Boom situation. Just saying what it is. Lux told me while I was on the FaceTime, me, him, Angry Fan, I think Harlem Legend or someone, he told us Surfer's trying to write a battle with him. John John's in a battle saying that he was trying to write a battle with him. Verb used a couple words in a line with a completely different setup. I don't know. Maybe I can't read, but I watched that video mad times and I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. Verb should have paid for that. The best thing he should have did, it's just like if they got a brotherhood and they all do stuff like that. There's a lot of battlers do stuff like that. Don't get it twisted. They do. All right. He should have just been like, yo, he shouldn't have paid him. He should have just been like, yo, give me some ideas. You know, my brain's not working or whatever, which he should have did that. You know what I'm saying? You're a goat. You know what I mean? One of the goats. You shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? But the paying him thing is what kind of, if somebody looks at the danger zone situation, they say, okay, that's a reach. All right. But I don't like Verb. Like, so how can I like really make this stick on Verb? Well, he paid him. Like Verb never should have paid him. Cause I'm watching, I'm like, Verb it's not really lining up when I'm watching it. You know, that's just me. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, everybody's going to have a different take. You're going to have people that's going to get over, oh, Verb needs to go. I get it. You're going to have that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it was, I think what happened, and this is not a diss to Mickey FACTZ or nothing like that. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want his song this way. I think Mickey FACTZ, he got in his spaces, he said some things and it got out of control. You know what I mean? He probably was mad, maybe lit, got in his spaces and said something, and then he's on that point. You know what I mean? Like, yo, people writing for him and doing up. You know what I mean? He's on that point. So it blew it up to make it seem like it was more than what it actually was. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Am I bugging here? Let me know in the comment section below. Am I bugging? Somebody with a super chat said no. Said that's why he asked for more bread to pay. I don't know. I did think it was crazy that he tried to reach out for the Calico battle. You know what I'm saying? To try to get more like assistance and stuff like that. I think that was crazy. But when you really watch it, like what Verb is saying, and I'm trying to line it up, the second half of what Mickey was saying, I think it was like an actual line. You know what I'm saying? I guess Verb had went back to the original material, whatever. It was a line. You know what I'm saying? But the structure, the concept, everything, it wasn't like, that's why I think like it took so long for Mickey to put out, or maybe it took long for Mickey to put out because he was trying to edit it up or something like that. I don't know. Maybe he was waiting for, you know, more time to go by for it to drag out and then he could, you know, drop the Plague 10 or something. I don't know. Shout out to him. You know, y'all asked for him to drop something and he dropped it. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging. I don't know, but I mean, a lot of these people, like we've seen people rehearsing pushes, you know what I'm saying? All of that, like, and it's like, I don't know. It's not that big of a smoking gun to me. I don't think it is. I think it was bad, but I don't think it's like, oh, he needs to get out of battle rap. Somebody said a big homie with the 199 super chat. Shout out to him. He said, writing in a chat, please. Did y'all like Danger Zone's calligraphy? Shout out to Danger Zone. Shout out to Brick City with the super chat. He said, John the Don should have written that battle with Surf. I don't know, man. Like, so what do y'all think? I want to ask y'all a serious question. I'm trying to get the comments moving here. Serious question. What do y'all think about battlers that are on a team like Writer's Block or something like that? Like, what do y'all think? Them helping each other? You know what I'm saying? EFB helping each other. The only thing they're not doing is paying each other, right? They're helping each other with concepts and ideas, but they might like write kind of like, you know, they might say, oh, this is a dope bar, but yo, I would say it like this and all the, you know, and they do it, you do that. Like, did Verb do something more egregious than that? Let me know in the comment section below. I don't know. Shout out to Ghost with the super chat. He said, karma for Verb started the moment DNA got cute on a track. Pause. He said, then all the dominoes started falling. Oh, God. And then Sean Highs with the $5 donation, he said, paying a freelancer to help you is normal practice, but unfortunately, as a lyricist, it is a no-no. That's life. All rules aren't accepted in that area. Like I said, I think it was bad that he paid him. I think it was bad, you know what I mean? And then this enabled Mickey Factz to be like, yo, he's paying for assistance, he paying for help, he doing this, he paying for help. Like, it allowed him to be able to do that. And then you can see, like, even in the video that Mickey put out, like, before he even got to the part where Danger Zone is talking, people are like, it's over for Verb, it is over, Verb can't come back from this, it's over. But I'm watching the video, and I'm like, I'm looking for a smoking gun, and I don't see it. The only thing I see is Verb paid. Now, Verb is posting something saying like, yo, this is the Cash App and it's showing that Danger Zone is sending me money back and all of that. I don't know what that, maybe he paid him twice. I don't, you know what I mean? But I do feel like Verb paid him. I don't know. I feel like he did. I think when Danger Zone was talking to Mickey Factz, I feel like he was being candid. You know what I mean? With Mickey Factz, he probably thought he was talking to him in confidence. He probably thought that would never get out. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Somebody with super chat said, how much did Verb pay for this damage control? Verb didn't pay me anything. I didn't talk to Verb on the phone. I can show my call log. Well, I can't because very prominent battler I talked to about this, they don't even like Verb. And they kind of was just like, I don't know if this is enough. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? But y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. I think Mickey Factz has damaged like Verb's image. I think he did, because I think the video that he put out, I think it's enough for some people to be like, okay, Verb is supposed to be Mount Rushmore and he's asking for assistance. Like, how is he asking for assistance? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's enough for that. You know, so if you don't like Verb and you want to just like stay on a point that you don't like him, you could just be like, he paid Danger Zone. Then you got it. He's gone because of that for you. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at what other people have done, that I feel like is way worse. You know what I mean? It's like, now if Mickey Factz would have played that footage and it lined up line for line what Verb was saying, this would be a whole different blog. I don't know Verb. I ain't got no allegiance to Verb. If Verb does good, I say he does good. If he does bad, I say he does bad. I'm no allegiance. Y'all don't see me in spaces talking. You know what I mean? I might pop in and get a little nosy, see what's going on, and I'm out. I have no allegiance to nobody. If anything, if I had something to be like, yo, Verb is out of here, this is what's going on, I would get way more views doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I just didn't think it was the smoking gun. I don't know. Sean Highs, he said, with the super chat, he said, once trust is gone, it's kind of gone forever. Oh, God. Once it's gone, it's kind of gone forever. But I do feel like Verb, people going to look at you like, yo, he needs a sense to rap. And I do feel like this, right? T-Top is battling Verb. Now, is Verb going to show up to the battle? I think that's up in the air. He could say he's going to battle him all day long, but it's Verb. Like, he could cancel the battle. Like, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? If he gets into it with somebody who knows, he might cancel the battle. You know what I mean? But T-Top's got a lot of information. All T-Top really has to do, and I think this is kind of what a lot of this is, right? You just take everything that's going on, put it in rap form. That's it. You know what I mean? And he may be able to come out with the win. But is Verb finished? I think it's a chink in the armor, but I think more people did way worse. Shout out to John with the super chat. He said Verb disliked New York rappers so much. Rex 10K battle, K-Shine body, Charlie Clips battle. So do two battle. He got bars. Def got help for Lux and Mook, I think. But you're thinking, if he got help for Lux and Mook, I would think somebody would be out here like outing him, especially as much as he talks about everybody. I would think they would all be out outing Verb. Right now is the time to out him. That's what I think. But they're all, the part that y'all not hearing that I'm hearing is they're all in a brotherhood, right? They're all cool. They're all this and they're all that. But he chooses to pay Danger Zone for ideas. I think it's crazy. Don't forget I'm saying that. I think that's crazy to pay him for ideas and schemes and all of that. I think it's crazy. But did he use it like it was written? No. And some of it, he's veering off and doing a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's not like Danger Zone wrote a scheme and he followed the scheme. That's not what's going on. It's not like he wrote the bars and he just followed all the bars. That's not what I'm seeing here. It's just the second half when he's battling, I think it's Calico. There's a line and he does go back to the original material and uses a line. It was a line. It wasn't like the whole 4 bar setup, and it was a line, which is bad. So I don't know. Somebody said Verb is off Mount Rushmore. We have to have boundaries. It's over for Verb. They got boundaries on you, Verb. But I don't know, man. I don't think. I was expecting Hiroshima. It's a wrap. The whole round. This is what I'm expecting, or at least half of the round, a quarter of the round, an eighth of the round. I don't know. I'm not Asian. I don't know all the. 2% of the round, 1% of the round, 0.5% of the round. It was none of that. You know, so I don't. And this is why I feel like Verb was emboldened to go into spaces and be like, yo, Mickey, you say not to say nothing to Danger Zone. I'm challenging Danger Zone. Danger Zone, where you at? You said I did this and that. Oh, you want me to talk about this? And you mess with Chilla's girl and all of like, that's why he's talking crazy, because he knows he didn't use all of that stuff. But he should not have bought it. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's up to what y'all think. Brick City with the super chat. He said, all of this is bad news, is false. It is. Well, somebody shout out to you with the super chat. He said Verb is off Mount Rushmore. We have to have boundaries. Shout out to him. He said another super chat said next PIPERBOY going to say Mickey told. Mickey told everything. Wait. Mickey FACTZ knew I rock with him, but Mickey FACTZ, Mickey was so mad at Verb. He looked at that message from Danger Zone. So I'm sorry, Danger Zone. You gotta take this shot. I'm giving Verb this smoke. I'm going crazy on Verb. And now Danger Zone not responding to him. You know what I'm saying? He told him that in confidence. So I don't know, man. You know what I mean? But this ain't like, it ain't what I thought it was gonna be, bro. It's not. You know what I mean? But you shouldn't pay for nothing, Verb. You shouldn't pay for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What do y'all think down in the comment section below? Was this Hiroshima? Let me know. It don't feel like Hiroshima to me. It feels like a firecracker. And with everything I've seen, battle rap, what people are accused of doing and all, it seems like a firecracker to me. Maybe a grenade. Because it did put a chink in his armor. You know what I'm saying? Like, it did put a chink in his armor. And people were, you know, they're going to talk about this for years. Like, oh, Mickey FACTZ, he, you know what I'm saying? He had the plague. He bombed on you, you know, and then the 10th, you know what I mean? Like, and then he exposed you at a ghost. I mean, they're going to use this forever, but you know, y'all know my opinion on it. Sean Eyes with the super chat is funny. He said, PIPERBOY is Verb's Tony Ayo out this. I'm not, bro. I'm just calling like it is. And I think a lot of y'all are mad because I don't like, y'all be like hating people so much. Not you, Sean Eyes. Shout out to you. I know you joking and all that, but y'all be hating people so much. It don't, y'all take a little bit of something and make it a mountain. Y'all be, oh, it's over for them forever. You be like, looking like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bruh. And then Hitman Holla, shout out to Hitman Holla. Hitman Holla had a tweet, and when y'all find out who Verb had help writing for, y'all go crazy. And I'm like, oh, they got a round. Verb done had a round written. Verb didn't had a round written for, oh God, I'm looking all around. And I was just about to make a tweet, right? Because Black 100 was talking crazy about, he was talking crazy about Geechee And then I seen like people like, yo, Mickey Facts is live. He's live. Like, yo, go in there. And I went in there. Shout to Mickey Facts. Mickey Facts been keeping the bloggers running. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. But I don't know. That's my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? So comment down in the comment section below. D Hoodrilla, what you think? Sound like Mexico. What you think? What you think? You know what I'm saying? But I think he used a line. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's as crazy as people saying. It was a line. And then in the other battle, it was like 2 words. It was 2 words here, a whole different concept, a whole different like scheme, a whole different, you know what I'm saying? It's like 2 words. And then it was like, he said, what was it? Ray Charles. And then it was a whole different line, a whole different scheme, it's like, I'm like, what is this? Like, is something missing here in my brain? Have I been studying too much? What am I missing? And I don't get it. Shout out to Brick with the super chat. He said, Verb is supposed to be the lyrical god, but uses Danger Zone pack across 2 battles. He talks too crazy for this. The punches and schemes are what makes the bars hit. You know what I'm saying? I think you're right. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of it, I think you're right. You know what I'm saying? I think Verb should never have paid for that. You know what I mean? But the whole, like, even when Danger Zone is saying, like, yo, I wrote punches and schemes for him, like, I'm watching, like, for the punches. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching for the scheme, and it's like, it's not there. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Can somebody on Twitter send me because I watched it 5-6 times, called everybody that, you know, I know, you know what I mean, in battle rap, even Verb's ops. I called some Verb ops. And one of his biggest ops, I talked to him, he's like, I don't know, man, to be real with you. I'm just saying. But then I'm looking around, it's like everybody that can't stand Verb, they're running with it. And it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, he should never have paid. Sean with the super chat, he said, danger Verb. He wrote. Shout out to everybody, but that's my thoughts on it. I'm out. Come rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. And let me know in the comment section, who in battle rap gives an opinion that's not really, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have anything against Verb, right? Like, there's a lot of people that don't like Verb, right? And it's like, I could watch people that don't like him all day long, and I'm going to get, he's terrible, he needs to get out, right? Whose opinion, who don't have a problem with Verb, don't really care to have a problem with it, but just don't have a problem with him. Who's going to tell you an opinion, you know what I'm saying, that's not, predicated on, I don't like this guy because he did something to me. You know what I'm saying? Or, he said something to me. That's what I want to see, them type of opinions. But right now I see a whole lot of people like, they taking Mickey's blog and like, oh, this is Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It's all of that. It's an H-bomb in there too. It's everything. Isotopes. U-87. Shout out to everybody. But y'all, tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. But I want to say this. And I know Surf gonna try to bomb on me. It is what it is. But Surf is accused of trying to write a whole battle with somebody. Luck said it. John said it. Y'all questioning the Hitman versus Surf battle. Y'all are. The Tay-Rock and Surf battle, people like, yo, why is they mumbling each other's words? Y'all be questioning stuff like that. So I don't know. You got Adi Boom coming out on them and all that. Like, I'm not saying, you know what I mean? You got Miss Hustle and they rehearsing battles and rehearsing pushes. And then you get like everybody talking about they rehearsing battles and all and they going over lines to, you know what I mean? And then you hearing all kind of, it's like other people getting caught in like way worse. So I don't know. You hear that people got super ghost riders. You heard, what was it do? Quantum physics coming out, exposing everybody. Like, people did a lot worse than this. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But Verb should not have bought You know what I mean? Pay for that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. Shout out, we got a super chat. So we got a super chat. Tell what the super chat said. You are the GOAT. You the GOAT of fairness. I don't, you know what I mean? Them doing stuff like this don't make me none. You know what I mean? If they mess up, I just say they messed up. You know what I'm saying? If they're terrible, I say they're terrible. If they have a good battle, I say they have a good battle. If they need to get out of battle right, bad news. Hopped up out of that hospital bed, ran down that hallway and saw Officer T. Ward and said, wait, turn that, but I will do that. If they telling, I don't care who it is. You know what I mean? But this is like, you know what I mean? But let me know what y'all think down in the yeah, people been saying that. Surf versus Nitty and Hitman. Y'all are saying it. This is a member saying it off top. Like, how did Surf get the shrimp roll back to where he came from? Why is Rum Nitty telling him in the battle, yo, you owe me a favor. Like, finish the battle, bro. You owe me. You owe me. Why is he saying that to Surf? Surf is not a good rebuttaler, and he's got the whole, like, why is he saying that to him? Yo, you owe me. You owe me. Like, no, these are things that people always hit me up about. Like, why is it, like, what happened? Like, you know, I don't know. You know, but Verb pays somebody and uses 2 words. Whole different scheme, whole different setup. You know what I mean? Like, whole different, like, it's like, then one, the Calico battle, he used a line. Wasn't the setup in the bars and the same thing. It was a line, which it was bad enough. He shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? But I gotta call it like it is. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell, and I'm not the set. I'm not the set. You know what I mean? I'm not Sandy. I'm not Holly. I'm not them. I'm not the set. You know what I mean? I just say what it is. But I'm out. Come already, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.